Hi everyone, I'm Farmer Jolly and welcome back to our survival series on Riverbend Springs. Now we are in January and there is a lot that we need to do. We have got field 5 all prepared and ready to be planted as soon as the right crop, or as soon as any crop comes up. But we've got loads that we need to get sold in this month and then the next month. So we've just brought the Landini back, but we're going to jump into the Zeta tractor because we are loaded up with all the straw and the one grass bale, because this lot needs to be sold and we've got to get it to the animal dealer. So this episode we are going to be selling a lot of products. As soon as we've sold everything in January, we will progress into February, and again once we've done everything we need to in Feb, we will move into March so we can start planting. But we should get quite a lot of money because the best price for the lettuce is in February, and we've got a lot, and there's a fair amount of stuff we need to sell it in this month as well. So we are going to get even closer to our goal of, I think it was 250,000 to buy that 9S, and that is going to be an amazing tractor for us. But before we can do that, we've got to get these things sold. So this lot is going to the animal dealer, which should be this trigger here. Let's see how much we're going to get. It might be the next trigger over. Yep, it's the next trigger over. Let's try that again. Let's stop there. There you go, £5,816 for those, taking us back up to over 80,000. I'm not sure where the crops are going to be sold, but I believe all three, I think it's 3 crops are ready to be sold. So we'll get this, actually, before we do that, let's just have a quick look. Okay, so no, all of our wooden products, they are good, but yeah, we're not going to sell to the farmers market. That's at the lowest price. We'll probably do those when they're at their they're above their max. We'll come on to those later, but you can see the lettuce. If we sold it now, we'd get 74,000. So I'm just going to park this just up here, just in case we decide to do the woods. So let's just turn this round and actually let's have a look first. So what have we got? We've got oats, soybeans and wheat. Oats are going to a different place to the soybeans and the wheat. Now I'm not sure how much we're going to get in each trailer, but it would be nice if we can get the wheat and the soybeans in the 2 trailers, so wheat in one, soybeans in the other, because then that's one less trip we've got to make. So let's see. And we're already at the max. Okay, so we are going to be making 2 trips. So let's get the wheat. And I turn the engine off. So that should, yeah, wheat is now empty. So luckily this sell point isn't too far away. But I think we are limited on the weight on think it's the tractor, how much the tractor can take. But I could be wrong. It could be the amount of weight that each trailer can take on the over the axles. But at least this isn't too far away. Right then. Let's see how much we are going to make. I'm not sure which side these trailers are tipping. But it doesn't really matter as long as it sells everything. We should get an environmental bonus as well because we've had precision farming turned on. So that's about 2.5 with the environmental score. Oh, this one's something at the back. There we go, so we are now over 88,000. It'd be nice to be able to get to over 100,000 just by selling the crops, but I don't think that's gonna happen. Let's just get out of this car's way. So I'm gonna run back and get the soybeans, and I will see you when we are about to sell them. Right, so we've left the one trailer behind because we got all the soybeans directly into this trailer, so there wasn't much need in bringing the, there we go, we are selling, in bringing it. I was just slightly concerned that we were selling at the wrong place, but I think it's just the angle I got the camera. There we go. So that was pretty good. 3,376 pounds plus 180 for the environmental score. So it's now just the oats which are going to the grain mill. I don't actually know where the grain mill is. So that's going to be interesting, and we've got to think about 9,000 litres, so we do have a relatively good chance of getting over 100,000 just from the, oh, I say over 100,000, we will have made, what is it, about 14,000 from the harvest, but we could get over 100,000 if we sell the oats. We will find out. Right, so we've got the oats all on board, and it looks as if each of the crops have their own weight per 1,000 litres, because the wheat, we didn't even fill for the front trailer when we hit the weight limit. The soybeans, I feel like we managed to get more in the front, or in the trailer percentage wise, and the oats, we've completely filled the front trailer and then only got 9% in the second trailer, which says to me that oats are quite light. It would be quite interesting to put them on the tractor and trailer on a weight bridge with different crops and see what each crop weighs. But we are nearly at the grain mill. I did not realise how close it actually was. I don't know why this car keeps trying to overtake us and then stopping at the last second. There's plenty of space for them. I knew you were just going to go. Managed to preempt the post van this time. Problem is I've lost all my momentum. I have my foot flat on the accelerator pedal. Right then. So, we want to get over 8,000. That would be brilliant. I don't think it's going to happen though. But we can certainly hope. So let's roll this first trailer over. Unload. It's going up pretty quick. No, I don't think we're going to do it. We're going to be pretty close though. We've got 5,133 plus its environmental score. Oh, we are 1,000, less than 1,400 pounds away. That is so close. Right, let's have a quick look at the rest of our products before we move in. Now, I think we should sell everything to, except for the prefab walls, because they are really not good. That the farmers market, I think, yeah, that's the lowest price. So where is that the train? Let's have a look. Yeah, that's the train. Okay, so we won't do. Okay, so I think we probably will do the farmers market because it looks like the easiest place without having to spend any money. So I'm gonna just park the this trailer up at the gas station. We need some fuel anyway in this tractor, so I'm sure they won't mind if we just fill up and then just park it just out of the way. There we go, £93. Yeah, I'm sure if we just park over here that'd be okay. That'll do. So I'm going to grab the products from the stone factory and then all of the wood products, and I'll see you when we get to the grain elevator museum. Right, so we are just pulling into the grain elevator museum, and let's get this lot sold. I'm not sure what it's going to take and what it's not going to take, so let's just... Okay, most of it. That is amazing. We are over £118,000. That's brilliant. We are doing okay. We are getting very close to being able to afford the... Oh, we need to actually come back down. We'll do it this way. Yeah, we are getting closer and closer to being able to get the 9S. And that will be brilliant when we can get that. Right, let's cut down here. Go and sell the wood chips. And then gonna race up to the farmers market to sell the prefab wall. And then I think we'll progress into Feb. There we go. So we're nearly at £120,000 now. That's amazing. Right. I'll see you at the farmers market and we'll get this all sold. And that should give us about £8,000, I think. So let's go get it sold. Right then. That didn't take too long to get up here. So let's take these straps off. £124,000. That's brilliant. It's just a shame we couldn't sell the prefab wall at the grain elevator museum because that would have given us £10,000. So I don't think there's anything we need to do in this month. So I'm going to progress into February and I will see you once the lettuce pallets are loaded up and ready to be sold. We'll see you in a second. Right, we're here with the first load. Now, all the lettuce pallets we have should give us about £101,000. So that's taken us up to £181,973. And one more load is going to push us over, I think, the £200,000 mark. It's just a shame we don't... Oh, actually, I think it's going to push us over 220,000. It's just a shame we don't have enough to be able to get that 9S in this episode. But we are getting very close. Unless... But once we've sold these, we will probably have to progress to March anyway. And unless we suddenly get something that we can sell for 30,000, we will not be getting it in this episode. But the next episode, we will be getting a new tractor. Or should be getting a new tractor. So I'm going to go and get the rest of these lettuce pallets sold. I will see you in a second. Right, welcome to March. Now, I don't overly like having to skip months, but there was just absolutely nothing we could do over the winter period. Hopefully that is going to change when we have more land and equipment. But on the bright side, we are going to have enough money to be able to buy the 9S in this episode. That's why it is about midday in March, which does mean it's going to be a lot of work to do in March, because we need to, ideally, I think we want to plant our final field, but we're going to get the tractor. We had a few litres of stone products and wood products, so we set the two factories to selling rather than storing, and progressed time by an hour, and then that sold everything, and we've got 20 pallets of lettuce, which is going to be another 20,000. Now it does look like, I think that's quite a small one. I think it says, yeah, 6R to come into the sale. We are going to stick with the 9S because I think that is going to be an amazing tractor for us, and I really can't believe that how far we've come. We started with just this little Zeta tractor and some grassland equipment and one field, and we now have 3 combinable fields, a combine, a yard, and soon to be 4 tractors. That is amazing, and we are nowhere near finished yet. There is a lot that we need to do, so we are just simply going to pull the Zeta tractor up, unload, sell the lettuce pallets, turn the engine off, and jump over to the store, and we are going to get that 9S. So, engine off, straps off. We have, ooh, was it 250 or 259? I thought, I don't think we can do it. After all that, no, we are so close. That is, oh no. I have got, how much do we need? Oh, that's disappointing. How much do we need? It's 259,000. And we have 253,600. Just trying to work it out quickly. We are £5,321 short. We've got this wood transport contract for 4,845, and that won't take us long, which then just means we're £476 away. Oh no. What can we do that's going to be quick? But that's not going to be enough. Is there anything at all that we can sell? We could set the lettuce to... I think we set the lettuce to sell. let's do that quickly. I'm desperate to get this, so let's sell both of those. I think, yeah, this is at the farm, so let's disconnect that. Let's get a move on. We are finishing this episode by buying that tractor. We need to, especially after I've talked so much about how excited I am to get it. Alright, so where are we collecting? 86, that's not too far. And where is it? It's being delivered to, okay, the paper factory, that's okay. That won't take us too long. I don't know how many logs it's needed to transport, but we will find out. Let's race and get this done. I think it's going to be a slightly longer episode, but we need to get that 9S today. And the start of the next episode, we can focus on planting the, I think it was oats we were going to plant. But right now, we've got to get this tractor. Let's take the ferry. Hit the brakes, don't go off the edge. There we go. There we go. It's got that. Right. So I think our best route, while we're crossing, let's have a look at the map. So let's zoom in. I think the best route for us is to be up this road and then come down, collect them, and then we've got to take them to there. So I think we then follow the, oh, that's quite a long windy path. I think we then turn around, come back this way, and then up that way. Right, we've got a plan. Right, this should complete the contract and potentially give us a bit of money. So we've got 25. We can jump in, typically save the game again. We can find the lettuce and change that back to storing. And we can grab the contract and collect that. And we've done it. We're going to have £901 in the bank account, but that is going to be the next episode's problem. So let's jump here. Large tractors, 9S. We're on a US map. I think we're going to leave the wheels as Trelleborg. Let's buy it. Do you want to purchase it for £259,000? Yes. Leaving us with £901. But let's turn the HUD off. Here is our new tractor. That looks amazing. Just before we finish the episode, it's huge. I mean, the back wheel's taller than me. That is absolutely huge. Right, let's jump in. It looks absolutely stunning, and it's automatic, which is even better. Let's fire it up. That is absolutely amazing. And it can go 32 miles an hour. This thing is gonna fly. It goes so fast. It's so quiet inside. This is amazing. I am so glad we got this. And we're going to be putting it straight to work. I'm going to check out the contracts and see what other contracts we can do. We now need to, now that we've got this, I think it's time to start upgrading some equipment so we can do some bigger contracts without them taking forever. But that is going to be the next things that we are going to be doing. For now, we're going to end the episode there. So as always, thank you very much for watching. I really do hope you've enjoyed it, and hopefully we'll see you back here for the next one. Thanks again for watching. Bye for now.